How Garratt Got His Name, written by Duckshot Studios. One day, a new railway worker was cleaning the engines. Oh, that's it, just the spot. Right there, yep, definitely. I need to look my best for all my adoring fans, said Garratt. Would you put a sock into it? Said Judy. Why is his name Garratt anyways? Said the worker. Oh, he's a total fraud. He's not a Garratt, said Judy. He's a fraud, I tell you, a fraud. I am not a fraud. I am the longest and strongest engine on this railway, thank you, Judy, said Garratt. Hey, Judy, why don't you tell the story of how we got our names? Said Gator. I've told the story before, said Judy, and it's never done any good. That story is the story of how I earned my name, my amazing name, said Garratt. It's not embarrassing at all. I haven't heard the story, said the worker. Well, I don't know if it will do any good, said Judy. Then Judy began. Well, it happened a long time ago. Before we had names, only Gator had a name. His name was Gerald, but everyone called him Gator because his long sloping water tanks make him look like an alligator. I just had a number 2, 133, and Garratt had a number 2, just 3. David James had just bought us from our former railways. David James walked up. Oh. Hello, you're number 3? Yes, I'm number 3. The longest and strongest engine of my home railway, thank you. You're gonna need a name when I own ya. I think all engines deserve names, said David James. I'll call you Garratt because you're a long engine, just like the ones I heard about, said David James. Wah! A gator! said David James. Oh, I get that a lot. My nickname is in fact Gator. Then I'll put it on your nameplates, my friend. I thought you were an alligator, said David James. And you just look like a Judy to me. Something about you, you small tank engine. All right, I've never had a name before. Well, you better get used to this name, Garratt, the longest, fastest engine on the railway. Get used to it, Judy and Gator. Are those the names as good as Garratt? No, they're not. So that's why I am superior. Oh, would you put a sock in it? And that was the very first time I told him to put a sock in it. And he still thinks he's a Garratt, even though he's not. He's a total fraud. And I told him that. You're not a real Garratt, I said. I am too. I am the Garratt. Better than all other Garratts. Oh, would you just, you are just too unbearable. You're unbearable. Would you just put a sock in it? And he was boasting all night long. I am so long. Do you know I pulled 50 freight cars? No, you didn't. You only have a few wheels. I did too pull 50 freight cars, said Garratt. And he boasted all night. And I tried telling him the story countless times. I'll tell you the story of how we got our names, and then you'll realise you're a fraud, I said one day. I am not a fraud. I am the longest, strongest engine on the railway, said Garratt. I need to tell you that you're a fraud. You're a fraud, I say. A fraud. Put a sock in it, you fraud. And he didn't put a sock in it. He never did. And that is the end of the story. And I'm telling it again, and he's probably not going to take away anything from it, said Judy. The railway worker liked it, So, you were just named Garratt? Yes, I was, and I'm the longest and strongest. Well, he does have a point. Look at him. He's longer than both of you two. Oh, would ya? Don't side with him. It'll just make him more puffed up with pride.